All right, welcome to our Google Classroom training session. Kara, thank you so much. Take it away.
Okay, so in your search bar, I'm just in my regular Google Chrome account. So my name is up here at the top corner. And I'm just going to go ahead and type in classroom.google.com and hit enter. And of course, that's not what's supposed to happen because it's letting me in with my account. Hold on just a minute. You guys don't want to go that far. I need to use an account that doesn't work. I have all these names across the top. Sorry, guys. Of course, it went right in. Let's try another account, and that'll put me back, hopefully. Here's where you guys are going to be. You should have something that says choose an account on yours. As you can see, I have a lot of accounts up here. Do you guys, I can't see any faces except for Jamie's on my screen here. Oh, I see a couple. Can you guys give me a thumbs up if this is where you're at on your computer screen? Choose an account. Okay, I see a couple. Awesome. Okay, so you're going to use another account and you're going to put in your child's email address that we gave you.
Just go ahead and get a break, honey. We have to be quiet for a minute, honey.
So it's going to be your child's first name dot last initial at garnetprep.com. And then you're going to click next. If you have multiple children, you'll be doing this with multiple kids. But I'll show you a shortcut in a little bit. Okay, and then go ahead and enter the password, which is your child's first name, all lowercase, and the year of their birth. Okay, and then it should bring you to this screen. And go ahead and just, are we getting there? Thumbs up? Okay, and then go ahead and hit continue. And at this point, your kids are students, so pick your role, and you should see classes for them to join. Is everybody on the same page, or did anybody see anything strange at this point? Okay, so you can go ahead and just click join on all their classes unless you see a class that doesn't belong to your student. And I clicked join on the first one and it's gonna bring up this page. Go ahead and click got it for now. It's just gonna give you an overview of Google Classroom. So I'm gonna hit got it. And this is what my advanced art class would look like. In order to go back to all your other classes to join them, you click in the upper left corner with the 3 lines and hit classes. And I think that we heard, Jamie, it's correct that high school chemistry is up. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to join that class because that will give us the most information. And you can see that Alec has posted all these assignments for the kids. Woo! He's gone and done a lot of work. So if I go to, that's my stream. This is kind of just an overview of everything. If I go to classwork, I'm going to see some different things. And I'm going to see it in a breakdown, which is really nice. So this is chapter 1, chapter 2, and you can see all the things that the kids are supposed to do for these assignments. So if I think that everybody is supposed to take a practice quiz. I can click on this, I think.
Yep. Yeah, actually, I think it was kind of a fun, it was like for them to understand how to do the quizzes. So it's kind of a fun one. I was watching JW do it this morning.
Yep, so I can click on it and open it up, or I can hit view assignment, and it's going to give me more details. So when they are done taking this quiz, they're going to want to click mark as done, and then it'll turn it in to the teacher, which is really nice. They can click on this Google Forms. It will take them to the quiz. I'm not going to do that for him because it might not let him do a second quiz. I don't know how he set up his quiz. So I'll let Nikaya get in there and do that later. When I want to go back to the classroom, I can go back to classes. I can go back to high school chemistry. I can kind of click around. The next thing I want to show you, this is all the people in their class. So you can see their teacher. Jamie's in here and Stacy's in here so that they can help with managing some things. And then all of their classmates are in here as well. And you can send emails to anybody in the class. And it'll be a good way to communicate if you need to communicate with your teacher.
Can I interrupt for just a quick second?
Yes.
I got onto Google Classrooms, but is there a classroom code? Because I don't have anything but homeschool math listed.
What is your name?
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Jetson Haas, H2A's 1S.
Oh, okay. Jamie.
8-9. Yeah. So you mean you don't have him logged in, or you don't? Help me understand.
Oops.
We do have, real quick, I just want to make sure that the follow where you just were actually, Kara, the follow these steps to log in. Is he already logged in and you're not seeing the classes, or you're having trouble logging him in?
I just went through everything myself and logged him in, but we got in late.
We're on a little bit late. Sunday said she took care of it, so I'll double check with her.
You're fine. So, but I just want to make sure I understand.
What do you see if you click? Did you say you're in the classroom already?
I see Google Classrooms and I see homeschool math, and I don't see students, so I just didn't know if you had to sign up for a class.
There should be classes across the front that allow you to say join.
Okay.
Actually, Kara, so I don't think they're in the right place at all because we don't do math. So we don't have any math classes. So I think they're maybe not signed into us.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
So,
How do we go back to the original sign in? Because I signed in on my small pad. Zoom was late for us, so I signed him in on my little pad, but I want to sign in where you're looking at right now. So is there a login?
So yeah, what you're going to need to do is type in classroom.google.com across the top of your search bar.
Okay.
That's where we are.
Okay, and then you're going to need to sign out of the account that you're in.
Okay.
Okay.
And then what account is it under?
And then you're going to add a new account.
Okay.
Use a new account, and it's going to be your child's first name dot last initial at garnetprep.com. And then the password is going to be their first name, all lowercase, with their birth year.
Thank you.
I did that in here already. 2010.
Great. Thanks.
And then once you get in, go ahead and accept.
Yeah, I can see all the classrooms now. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, wonderful. It's like there's writing across the front of my screen. I don't know what in the world that is. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened. Interesting. Okay, so after, I just kind of wanted to show you, does anybody have any questions about the class, like in the classroom view, anything there? Because I'm going to go back. You're going to want to join all of your classes.
Yes, we
So,
have one question if you, Sunday?
yes, go ahead.
Hi, because we came late because of our Zoom, I missed how to check the classes for homework assignments.
Okay, so go ahead and join one of your classes. I joined history already, and I'll go back to that page so you can see. So this is the stream. If you can look at my screen too, this is one of the chemistry classes. Just join one of them. You don't have to join all of them.
Okay, so just
And then also, just to clarify, just for some people who've gotten on a little bit later, so the teachers also just got this on Monday, and they had their first training. So Alec does have his information out there. Other teachers may not, and that is, we have said for the first 2 weeks they'll be giving paper assignments, and by the beginning of not next week, but the week after that, we'll be all the way. We'll be all the way set, but so if you get out there and there's not something on there, that's okay. We're doing this in tandem. Unfortunately, the ICHE denied us a code in the beginning, so it took us about a month and a half longer as we had to convince them that we actually were a homeschool co-op. So that's why we had this long gap. And so teachers didn't have this any sooner. So just so you know, Alec does have this all out there for all the science, I believe, but the rest may not be out there. There's nothing wrong with your program. It's just that we're still getting that up and running.
Okay.
Right. So I'm in the high school chemistry just because that's the classroom I logged into first. And if Alec, I used it because he has a bunch of information already up. So you can see on the stream, if I click across the top, there's all of the assignments he's posted so far are in the stream. And he's even posted some videos for you. The thing that's hard with this stream is that you have to scroll all the way to the bottom, which is one of the things we're going to do a little bit more training with the teachers, because if they don't put a topic in it, then you don't see it in classwork if it's not an assignment. So I scrolled all the way to the bottom, and hopefully no one will miss this. So everybody scroll all the way to the bottom of your science classes, because it looks like he's posted a fun video for the kids to watch. So if they don't scroll all the way to the bottom of their stream, they won't see that. But then you can see all these assignments. The easiest way for the kids to check their classwork and homework is to go to classwork, and then it's all in order of due date on their thing. So you as a parent can have them, you can log in and you can see all of the assignments. So for this week, the only thing he wants them to do is to take this quiz. And I'm just trying to think, if you want to email your teacher, you can go again back over to people where there's the little mail tab, and you can email the teacher directly from the classroom.
And just to clarify also on the emailing the teachers, so you know, we are a startup kind of project, so the teachers are paid for the hours they're teaching, and we're really trying to minimize the time that they spend outside of the classroom, beyond their preparatory kinds of things. So two things about that. One, please know that if you have Google Classroom kind of questions, again, those are for the seminar on Friday. And if you have administrative kind of questions, those are for Stacy. If you have questions about the classwork itself, we've asked that students obviously have the ability to go ahead and just message teachers, but we're asking that you would always have, your student would have you read it first, and then if it doesn't make sense to the student or to you, then go ahead and email the teacher. But the students should not just be emailing away. As we know, sometimes they just want to visit with their teachers, and teachers are not planning to work on the off days. So.
Another really handy thing on the classroom is that they can, if they go into view assignments, a lot of times you can add a comment on here, and that would be directly to the assignment. And sometimes the teacher will open it up for discussion, but if you add a comment, then that might help to direct, like the teacher might say, oh, I have a comment on that particular assignment. Sometimes, depending on how they post, there's one up here that says add class comment. You might even be able to post and add a comment to your class that would ask the question, and maybe one of the other students that's on there could answer for your child. So that might be really helpful, because sometimes other kids pick up different things in class, and that way you wouldn't have to necessarily bother your teacher about it. Or if they don't get back to you right away, you might be able to have a student that's on there and they can answer it for you. Okay, so go ahead and click back to classes and join all your classes really quick, just because in order to do that, you're going to end up in all of them and then have to click back to classes to join again. Go ahead and join all of your classes, and I'm going to show you the calendar here in a minute. Some of you may not want to be on the classroom all the time. I know as a parent, especially for my younger kids, I may not want to be back and forth on the computer all the time. So one way to fix that is to go to calendar, and you can see everything that's due that week on the calendar. So it's the three little tabs up here, and it's calendar view. And you may print that. All the classes are going to be in different colors because it just says practice quiz, right? 10 a.m. So you don't know if that's science or history or art or whatever that might be. And we can maybe even ask the teachers to say art quiz or something like that. But and you can click on it from here and get to the full assignment, or you can print this calendar view. So I'm guessing next week's going to have more work on it. So it says read chapter 1, read chapter 1. I can click on it and get more information about what that is. So I'm guessing that he's going to have some homework along with that. But this is kind of just a test thing. And so as all the teachers start posting their assignments, this will be really handy because you'll have a list that you can print out, and you'll know, oh, blue is chemistry or blue is science, and I'll be able to print and just have a calendar in front of me at the table rather than always being on my child's classroom. And if you have, multiple children, in Garnet, that can also be helpful so you're not, clicking between classes all the time. If you have older students, they can use a tablet, they can use an iPad, all of those things. Phone, you can get the app for Classroom on your phone or your iPad or your tablet, and it will allow them to use that to get their assignments off, which will be super handy for them as well and for you. So older kids can manage this almost independently, and it just allows you to track if you want to get on and make sure that they got everything done that day. Okay, Guardian emails is something else we were going to talk to you about. You're going to be getting an email. As soon as everybody joins their classes, the teachers are going to send out an invite for Guardian emails. And I'm going to try and show you what that looks like really quick. We're going to stop that share. And I'm going to grab that screen. I had it all up on my other computer, and then I realized that there was no camera on my other computer, so that would not work very well. So let me grab my Guardian email picture here, and I'll share it with you. Okay. Let's see if that's going to work. Okay, can you guys all see this one now?
Yep.
Okay, so what will happen is you will get a weekly summary for each of your students, and you'll be able to see the missing work, any work that's due next week, and class activity from last week. And I think the teachers hopefully will be posting a little blip in their classroom of what they did in class during the week in case someone's absent or something like that. So that is the Guardian email. And you'll get an email just in your regular email account asking you to accept. You have to accept it. If you don't go accept, you won't get these reminders. So make sure you accept it. Okay, I'm going to go back and share my other screen with you again. Okay, now I'm back to here. Now I'm going to give you guys a tip, a fun tip. It's at the very bottom of your sign-in instructions on how to add an icon to your desktop for each of your students. If you have multiple students or if you use a Google account yourself, this is going to be something that's going to be really handy and something that you're going to want to do because it will make your life so much easier. Up in the very top right corner of your screen, you should see like a name. Mine says Kara email at the top. If you guys see that, you want to click on it. And you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom to manage people.
Sunday's email. I don't see Sunday's email at the top of my computer.
Yep, whatever's at the very top. You just click on that, and then I'll do it one more time. Scroll all the way down to manage people and click on manage people.
You're not looking at our computer.
I'm looking at my computer right now.
You're going to pop up. Mine has a lot of names in it right now, and I'm going to actually get rid of some of them because I have all the teachers in here because I set up their accounts.
You have to say Sunday's computer on it.
Can you guys give me a thumbs up if you're there? Are you guys here?
We'll try to figure out
how to put this icon on there.
I did that on here. It's simple. It's just a shortcut.
Okay, because she said go to the top of your computer, you'll see your name. I don't see my name at the top of my computer.
Well, you'll see whatever name. It should be just a name up here. Do you guys see this? Any name. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be any account that you're in, or maybe because you're in a new account, it's like blank.
She's relating in a different language than you're talking about, so it's not really comparable.
So we can hear you guys, just so you know, Sunday, which is fine. But if you want to mute, then we wouldn't hear you guys. But.
All right, sure. We don't see what you're saying, and that no. And I saw. Sorry for that.
Are you on?
We're in a different operating system.
Oh, okay.
We have a Linux and a FirePad, so two things that you don't support.
Okay.
But we're okay.
Well, they will work. They just have different ins and outs.
Right. But, I was trying to tell her that.
Okay.
Well, it's not a problem. We can get it done.
Okay, so you're going to, for everybody that has the same screen, you're going to go to Add Person, and you're going to type in something you can remember. Like this is Nikaya's Garnet. Okay, Nikaya's Garnet Prep. That's what I'm going to put on mine. And I'm going to click an icon for her. I think she likes the flower, so that's what I'm going to make her. And I'm going to hit add. And now I'm in her account again. And I'm going to sign in.
And as we're doing this, just so you know, these same steps, thanks to Kara, are on that sign-in sheet that you have. We've added that to that it came in your email. So you could print that off and you would have it for future reference.
And I'm signing in as her again. So make sure you sign in as your student again. And then hit next. And link data. When this pops up, you want to link it because it will link with your classroom, which is what you want. Okay, got it. Okay, now I wonder if I minus out of this screen, what do you guys see now? You see your classroom again? Can you see my screen again? Do I need to do a screen share again? Jamie, do you know?
We can see it. Yep, we can see it right now.
Okay, so if I minus again, can you see that as well?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
So I now have an icon on my computer right here in this corner. Can you guys see where I'm pointing up in the right-hand side that says, I'll move it even, that says Nikaya Garnet Prep Chrome. You guys should have, if you minus out of all of your stuff, should have that up there as well. Oops, don't want to leave meeting. Okay. So that just allows you, now you do not have to sign in and out of other accounts to get to her. You can just simply click on this little icon and it will take me back into her account. I'm going to show you one other thing, for those of you that are on here, that will make your life easier. You can just at this point type in classroom .google and it'll take you back to the classroom. Okay, so see, I'm back in her classroom now. And the reason I'm showing you this is because if you're in any other Google account besides your children's account, you will not be able to get to the classroom. Okay, so you have to be in her or your daughter or your son's Google account to get to the classroom. I'm going to show you a little trick though to help with this. Once you have signed in, if you go to apps and to the web store.
And Kara, just to remind them too, on the page that we sent, we actually sent you where you can click directly on this link. So
yes, that's right. I forgot about that. Yep. If you want to do it now, you can, or you can use your page and do it later. And you're going to click the third one down. It's called Google Classroom.
I think it's one link.
It's big.
One click. There we go.
And add to Chrome. And add extension. And what that's going to do is it's going to put it up here in my little search bar. So whenever your kids get on here, they can log into their account, they can click on their little icon, and then they can click directly to their classroom. Only this is what you were saying happened to you, Jamie.
Right. I know. I'm like, I don't know why it's doing that. It's the wrong link.
Extension.
Yeah. It was right. And then it changed yesterday for some reason.
That is bizarre.
Because it's still saying it's one Google one click when you do it. I don't know why. It makes me feel better that it happened to you also.
Okay, so maybe that won't work. It said added to Chrome. Well, that's very interesting because I've never had that happen before.
It did work the first time we did it, and then it's like they must have changed the link or something yesterday or the day before. So I'm thinking that's probably going to get fixed because I think it's on their side. But the good news is with that little icon, we can now just go ahead and click on the, type in the classroom.google.
Yeah.
And we're
yeah.
in.
So sorry about that. I thought I was showing you something helpful, but apparently I'm not. So I hopefully they will fix that because that is their extension. That is their, I can't get to the top of my screen here. There we go. That is on their end there for some reason. So, all right, well, I'm just going to type in classroom again. Because I've got lots of by Adobe popping up everywhere. Get out of this. All right. Does anybody, I think at this point, Jamie, is there anything else I missed?
I think those were the main things. We just wanted to show you. The other thing that you'll know is that as we get this all dialed in, and thank you for your patience as we do, that assignments will be posted for at least the week ahead of time. So the nice thing is when you travel, as my family's about to, you can access it from anywhere. You'll have a week ahead of time so you can plan your trip around that. And so it's such a great system, and we appreciate your patience as we all figured out. The other, I guess the last thing too I'll say, Kara, is that there are some great tutorials online too. So if you're feeling like you want, you know, more in-depth training about it, you can Google kind of any topic about the Google Classroom and it'll come right up.
Right. So if everybody joins their classroom, I think, and then Friday we'll be back on to answer any questions if anybody's having any struggles.
Yes. And so Anna just brings up a question. So as far as the Guardian email, for that, we actually have to go add each person's. And so what we'll use for that is the same email that we are emailing you right now from garnetprep.com. So if that's not the email you want, just let us know, please, because we can put any email that you want us to put there. It just, right now we'll use the one we have. So Kara, do we want to just do a quick, like, you know, if there's 3 or 4 quick questions kind of thing?
Yeah, that's fine. Sure.
Does anybody have anything in specific?
One thing, my son's Google account, his name was spelled wrong, and so I was able to figure out, because a lot of people spell his name wrong, but his login stuff is, his name is H-A-D-E-N and it was H-A-Y-D-E-N.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry, say that again. I'll write it down.
Yeah. For Hayden Perry,
Uh-huh.
his login was H-A-Y-D-E-N, but his real name is H-A-D-E-N. And so I was having trouble before, but I was like, I wonder if they spelled his name wrong, because a lot of people do, and it was different. So I was wondering if there was a way to change, just because he's not going to remember that.
No, that's fine. We'll go update that. Yeah. Once we do it, it takes like 10 minutes to activate. Okay. But we'll fix that. We'll fix it because I know we have it with the Y on all of our login stuff. I'm sorry to say. So yeah, we'll fix it. So is his name badge wrong then also?
No, his name badge was actually correct, I believe.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Cool.
I'm trying to remember now. I'll have to double check on Thursday, but I'm pretty sure it was correct. I thought it was interesting.
You will have to go and log back in, and we'll have to add you to the classes again. Okay. So give us a little bit of time to get that done.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. We'll message when we do. Thank you. Thanks. And then Emily asked if her son would be doing work directly in the Google Classroom or bringing it to class, and the answer is some of both. So as teachers and parents become more familiar with Google Classroom, there's a lot we can do. And Kara, having used it in previous co-ops, there are a lot of ways that the students can just turn in a document right on the through Google Classroom, so that it doesn't need to be printed and taken to the teacher. So as the teachers continue to grow in how they use Google Classroom, so will we. So that'll just go through assignments. Did you want to add anything, Kara?
No, I was going to say both. It's actually super handy for teachers depending on what class it's in. So for English, it's especially handy for the older kids, but that's going to be up to the teacher whether she wants to have handwritten papers, or if she, typed papers. If they type them, they can attach them directly to their classroom through Google Docs, and the teacher can actually edit by typing back, which is kind of neat.
And even things like some of the Google Slides, the kids can work on presentations together as a class. So there are so many things that we can do as we get our feet wet.
Yeah.
Anybody else have anything else that they want to add in? Kara, thank you so much for doing this training. You have saved us all so much time, and just even knowing how it all works together, it's been a huge blessing. Super grateful.
Oh, you're welcome. We're glad to help. It's nice. It's fun to use once you guys get on there, so you'll love it.
All right. So we will have a Q&A on Friday. So if you have any questions, you're welcome to just come on and ask those, or to go ahead and email them ahead of time to garnetprep@gmail.com, or garnetprep@gmail.com, or jamie.rob@garnetprep.com, and then we'll answer those questions there. But it's pretty intuitive. So once you get logged in, that's the challenge, of course, with some of that. But once we get all those things right, it's pretty easy. So thank you all for being on.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.